Sorry, you're still bonking, so I call them housemates.
I want to commend you as well, you and the entire staff, for a job well done. It's a great step. My short time in the Ministry of Economic Development, we have gotten a lot of requests for data, which takes sometimes weeks, to produce. So this is very positive, and I want to commend you for all the hard work you did. And I have two questions.
Go ahead.
I know you said that it's still in its infancy.
Yes.
Would you be moving towards having applications being filled out online? And how often would you update information? Would it be quarterly or annually? How would you do that?
I'll take the last one first. Data is updated as it's released. So if we have a tourism report and it comes out monthly, we update. If you look there, visitor arrivals will be our May. What we will seek to do is every time we update any piece of data, abstract data or data in terms of reports, it should be updated automatically. We work with IT, they are teaching us how to put it up ourselves, but we still will hold on to them for a little assistance. I think there's a little green button at the top, and that gives us access to it to put it up. So the process in office, as released by press release, goes to the website. Well, first of all, press release, the ministers get them simultaneously, and then we put it to the website. And then we have our quality check where we go back and make sure it is on the website. The other one, it's in its infancy. Yes. And I'm actually trying, if you could ask me that again.
Just was wondering whether like the business community can upload their farms online. Yeah.
The work on that is a lot.
Yeah.
We had the idea of putting the forms on our own website. We actually put forms for you to download. But for it calls for things outside the scope of a statistician, so we have thought about it, but at the same time, for our mandate and the fact that we must secure entry link, because we would understand if we reach our act, things like that. So somewhere down the future, yes, we are looking at it, but there are other things that really are holding our attention at the moment. But we'll get there. It took us 13 years to get here. We'll get there someday. No. If we had additional resources, physical and financial and human, I would say building, money, staff, who are trained, because the other day I was talking with the gentleman from Cartac, the real sector, and he was actually saying it takes approximately 8 years, which we know, to train a national account statistician. And when we continue to have attrition, we have to start over again. And that is 8 years with someone concentrating on national accounts. So you can imagine if we don't have somebody who is dedicated only to national accounts. I think I'm going to stop here because I could go on forever. But we will be looking into how to add innovation to what we are doing.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. I don't see my colleagues, but at this, no more questions? We could answer me. No more questions? Okay, good. At this point in time, I want to actually show our appreciation to a number of departments who we constantly nag. I'll call it nag. You heard Mr. Carty say old, so I got the permission to use nag. We constantly call on a couple of departments to help us out all the time, and we thought best that today we just show them a little appreciation for the hard work they have been doing, the hard work they will continue to do once we are updating or upgrading anything we're doing. So I want to ask somebody to take the phone or one, the instruments from Mr. Smith and allow him to access on the behalf of the Department of Information Technology. Just hold it. Our small token, you gotta turn around now. Oh no. Small token of appreciation for all the hard, and we have been working him hard. Yesterday, I left after 5 and his wife was patiently sitting in the car waiting, and I said, boy, you better go. You better leave before other things happen. So we want to tell Mr. Smith and the Department of IT in a tangible way, thank you very much for all. Now we have 2 others, but I don't see them here, but maybe we can present the library when we go down into the library. And we thought that we needed to make data more accessible. I was of the opinion, I don't know if I can say I am, that a lot of people don't know that it exists. And a couple of years ago, we were thinking, how can we make it more, as the young people would say, in your face? What we decided to do was to put a kiosk in the library where persons can access only the statistics website. So we have locked it, that it is there for their using to access the stats department. And when we called the library, they were so receptive to the idea. We really were blown away, because a lot of the times you call and you find all the reasons why you can't, and they just said, yes, just tell us, come, show us where you want to put it. So one of our tokens is for them, because they would be the caretakers of the kiosk, and we want to say in a public way, thank you to them. Our last one is for the post office, and in particular, Sherry Ann. Sherry Ann never gets annoyed. Oh yes, Miss Franklin, okay, yes, we'll look into it. And she constantly helps us to get what we need from where we need to get it. In addition, we also want to thank Radio Anguilla as well. Over the years, for years we have been doing Stats Week, and we will always ask them to help us with the stat tips, recordings, etc. And they've never said no. They've always facilitated us. So we also have an award for them. We will give it to them at a particular time. So, without further ado, I want to ask our clerical officer, they're all new, but they're falling into public speaking nicely, to come, good morning, and give us the closing remarks. Aliko?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I would like to start by thanking Almighty God for His grace and mercy that we're all here today, and for His strength and guidance in making this event possible. On behalf of the Anguilla Statistics Department, we would like to extend our gratitude and thanks to all present, ministers, officials, special guests, friends, family, staff, and all those joining us to witness today's event, and to recognize and appreciate those who are continued support to the Anguilla Statistics Department, Radio Anguilla, the Department of Information Technology and E-Government Services, and the Anguilla Library, who also facilitated and hosted this event. We would like to thank Mr. Garth Fleming for his technical assistance and setup, who without his help this event would not be possible. Special thanks to the press and media present and who provided coverage for this morning's event. Finally, we would like to express our sincere thanks to those who participated and for all who assisted and contributed in making this event a success. We thank you.
reveal our data. Okay. We at this. We at the statistics department want to express our appreciation for you so willingly accepting to host the kiosk in the library. You now become the custodians of it to take care of it. We'll be passing, intermittently to watch over it. You have adopted it, and we want you to encourage the students and person using the library to use it. So we want to present this to the support to the Anguilla Statistics Department.
Okay, can you look this way, please?
And now, well, we're going to ask the minister responsible for statistics, even though her name doesn't come at the end of this long portfolio, to cut the ribbon to reveal our data, okay? And you could go on and have a little play around with it, okay? So, just cut. Not the screen, but just the ribbons.
That's what it's cutting, just cast it
Yeah.
face this way.
All right.
Data revealed. Who's going to be the first? We all shine. Minister, maybe you could try.
Let's go. Statistics. Touch screen, right?
Yeah, touch screen.
Want to try your finger? Is it loading? It's loading. Yeah.
And while it is loading, there's also an exhibition on the boards in the library. You can take a look at them.
All right. National accounts. Okay. Morning. Anybody else want to take a try?
Yeah, wait, will you give me the snap here? One more time. Okay, thanks. You good?
Good. How you doing, Harry? Guess it's my fingers. I know what happened yesterday. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is really good.
Yeah, I can ask. Ask me the question. Still looking at it? Y'all have a lot.
Yeah. Well, right now, the table for that is not linked as yet, but it just shows how much the last one. Oh. So this is just showing the value and the population just for last year. Usually, if you select this, it will go straight to the population. So you could further look at anything relating to the population. All right. So any of these like births, they will carry straight to the domain. You can see everything else that relates to demographics. So births, the number of births per month, and everything like that. Prices will carry with the CPO. You can see what the reports, the series goes straight back to 2000. All right. And then there's some further data beyond that. Tourism. This is just showing you May. Alright, when we go back to the office, we'll upload the other stuff and have IT do the other stuff as well too. Because for tourism, we're up to July. So at the point in time when the stuff went up, it was only May that was made. Right. This is actually just a screensaver. As you know, we celebrate New Year's days. So as I said, even for recent news, I have the press releases and so on like that. This one here. As like for this, so actually onto the news. Okay. So this was actually a training that we did in classification, international standard industrial classification. All right. This is how national accounts is actually classified all the businesses. So this is just let the public know what exactly the statistics department is doing. Alright. Alright. So these are our scrollers and everything like that. That's a census ad. Our national accounts that we survey all the businesses in Anguilla. And so on. So in here as well, we also even have our publications. skip that amount as well. Okay. So you'll be able to see every publication that we have from tourism, ICP, Consumer Price Index, basically whatever publication that we have. Alright, it could be national accounts publication, whether it's annual or quarterly or so on like that. For the next questions. Okay, it's just taking a while.
You plan to do any of these kiosks anywhere else, or just?
Well, for now, right here. This problem we have to hardwire. We have to hardwire it too. Okay, that just take a little bit longer than you would like it to. The hardwiring should fix it.
Thank you so much, man.
Let's go for a quick picture of me here.
Oh, okay.
No, you can go on it. Well, you got a picture too, stuff. Oh.
I think I should be in a picture too. I don't know
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, if you want it. You still feed? Oh.
Okay. Don't run from the picture.
Yes, sir.
No, man. The two of you should be in the middle. You and the minister should be in the middle.
So you the staff, you the next.
Yeah.
Something
You can add